What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, okay? And you are watching another episode, hey, y'all, of Yes for the Mess, you guys. Yes, indeed. And it is the Let's Talk About It version. And guess what? The Girl Scout cookies ain't on sale yet, honey. The Girl Scout cookies are not on sale yet. So guess what? I had to get me some of them fake ass Girl Scout cookies from the local Dollar General. Okay, y'all know I love me some fudge mint cookies. Okay, I love the thin mint cookies that the Girl Scouts give. Since the Girl Scouts ain't here yet, you got to go to Dollar General and get these, and they taste just like the Girl Scout cookies. So y'all better not sleep on Clover Valley, baby. Okay, do not sleep on Clover Valley. They taste just like the goddamn Girl Scout cookies. I want you to know that they taste just like the goddamn Girl Scout cookies. Okay, period. All right, so that's down on that. But what's going on, everybody? What's the tea? What's good? Okay, I see it's already like 91 of y'all already in the building. Okay, I see y'all are ready for this. Okay, I know y'all love it when I give this kind of commentary. Okay, and as bad as my Christmas and my holiday has been so far, I decided to wake up this morning and be like, okay, bitch, we're gonna start this thing over. We're going to start it over, and we're going to give our people the content that they actually need and that they want to hear, okay? It ain't that much to talk about right now. It ain't that much going on, and I want to have something to do while I'm off of work today. So let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's do it all, okay? So we are live right about now, and it's over 100 people in the damn live. And as you guys know, we start this thing off at the 10-minute mark, okay? We always start this thing off at the 10-minute mark. So with that, let me know where y'all from, okay? Where y'all watching from, okay? Where y'all at? Y'all know y'all always got to let me know where you at, where you're watching from, all that good shit. Where you at, where you're watching from, all right? Let me know. Put it in the comments right now, okay? Make sure y'all do that. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I see Detroit. I see Addison, Illinois. I see Nashville. I see Dallas. I see, I'm from Maryland, but I just moved to Charlotte. I see Chicago, Southern Kentucky, Greenwood, South Carolina, Tampa, Florida. Y'all be all over the place. Y'all really be all over the place. I'm in Tampa, Florida for the holidays. Okay. I'm in LA. Not the LA people watching the country boy. Jersey, New Jersey, by the way of Cleveland, Ohio, Jacksonville, Florida, ATL, but I was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi, Minnesota, Milwaukee, KC, I'm guessing it's Kansas City, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Shreveport, Fairfield, California. Go ahead. Durham, North Carolina. All right. Austin, Texas. Okay. All right, let's get it popping. Y'all all over, y'all everywhere. Scotty Gang everywhere. Cincinnati, Ohio, Atlanta. All right. I'm down the street in Ridge. Oh, baby, you down the street, honey. You ain't too far. You right down the street, baby. You like not even 20 minutes away from me. We love you in Los Angeles, Scotty. Yes, Virginia. Okay. See, I love to see where everybody from so I can figure out if I ever wanted to do a meet and greet one day, I want to know where everybody at. Jersey loves Scotty. Yes, that's where my daddy at. My daddy from Patterson. I wish I was there with him. Scotty Gang is nationwide. Yes, indeed. Okay, I see a Miami in the building. Okay. I see another California in the building. Oh, it's just, look, y'all gotta understand. It amazes me when I do the roll call and I ask everybody where they from and where they at and all that other good stuff. And then I see all these different places that I've never fucking been before or never heard of. And I be like, bitch, I'm everywhere. Bitch, I'm worldwide. Okay, bitch, I'm worldwide. That's what I be going. That's what I be, on. Sometimes I'm like, bitch, I'm worldwide. What the fuck you mean? Okay, period. All right. I see a DC in the building. Speaking of DC, I was just talking to Really B on the phone about an hour ago, right before I went live. I was just talking to Really B on the phone. She is hilarious, honey, okay? All right. Hey, Scotty, we love you. And all the straight and trans women still be hitting on you. Yes, they do, child. I'd be like, I don't want y'all. Y'all are not men, honey. Okay, you give me life. Thank you, Camille C. Yes, another California, Houston, Florida. Yes. All right, y'all better do it. Y'all better do it. And I'm glad that you guys are tuning in. Okay. Listen, I hope y'all are sharing this video. I hope so. I hope you guys are sharing it so everybody can see. You know, YouTube has been on a slump lately. Like, all of us YouTubers are going through a slow period right now. You know, it's the holidays. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing on TV. Anytime I gotta only talk about Blueface and Krishan show, that's some bullshit. That's some absolute bullshit. And that's all we talking about. Okay, so So you know, I had to talk about some child. Like, this is something up my alley, and you know. But we'll get into why I want to talk about it 10-minute mark. Okay, period. Portland, Oregon. Oh my God, not people from the Oregon listening to me. Not the Oregon, honey. Not the Oregon. Not the Oregon. Okay. All right. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling all this right about now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, child. It's always slow from Christmas. Yes, it is. It's always slow from Christmas to New Year's Eve. But baby, when the New Year rolls around, it's gonna be right back pumping. And Boys Night Out will be coming to an end. Young Fresh and New gonna be coming to an end, and so is Who Was Wrong. All those three shows on my platform will be coming to an end at the top of the year. Hey, Abby, have we started talking about the topic? No, we have not. We haven't started talking about it yet. Okay, I see a Phoenix in the building. Anybody else putting up their tree? My Christmas is hard, but we ain't even put up no tree. West Virginia, the Bronx. Okay. Milagro is a blogger, Abby, by the name of Mob Radio. I like it slow. I don't have to go back to work. Oh, Brooklyn's in the house without a doubt. Okay, so we're at the 9-minute mark. So y'all already know what it's time to do. Y'all go ahead and light up this chat. I don't want to see anything but fire in my chat. Okay, y'all know when y'all light it up, it gets me going. So go ahead and light it up. And I'm gonna put this overlay up until the 10-minute mark is over. So go ahead and light this chat up as we get ready to talk about the things and the things about this interview. Because I even took notes, okay? So I can know exactly what I'm talking about. So go ahead and light this chat up, okay? Go ahead and light it up, light it up, light it up, okay? Yes, okay. Light it up, okay? Light it up. That's in the plans. Okay. So now that we are here, we're now at the 10-minute mark. So y'all already know what time it is. It is time for us to do what? Get into the mess. Okay, that's what we're here to do. So today's topic on this live today is the interview with two big YouTube content creators that's in the same field as I am, the same field as the Unwind with Tasha Kays and the Conscious TVs, and you know, the Chronicle Speaks and Layla Lynn's, like one of the names, one of the big names of this shit is Milagro Gramz, who is better known as Mob Radio, as well as one of my favorite people, one of my YouTube idols that goes by the name of Armon Wiggins. Y'all already know this, okay? And as we know, they were adversaries at one point in time. You know what I mean? Like at one point, they ain't even like each other, which was so shocking. That's why it was so shocking for a lot of people to see them come together and do an interview with one another, like do a collaboration. And it kind of gave me Brandy and Monica vibes. And what I mean by Brandy and Monica vibes is this right here. They came together. They were two people that didn't really get along, and everybody played off of them not getting along. And they were on two different sides. One was on the side of Nicki Minaj. The other one was on the side of Cardi B. But it also was revealed that one side was Nicki Minaj at one point in time, and the other side was actually a fan of Cardi B. So this interview pretty much told a whole lot as time went on. So like I said, I took my notes, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna talk about some things, okay? And I want you guys to know something here as you continue to tune in, as y'all continue to step into the room, as y'all like the video and do whatever. Listen, this is very unbiased. This is very unbiased commentary. I gotta agree with what's right. I gotta call out the bullshit when I feel like it's bullshit, and I just gotta keep it real, okay? And y'all already know what I give over here. No matter who I like, no matter who I feel like is a big influence on me, I always have to keep it a book. I can't not play favorites. Like if I can call out all the folks that I really, really love that are celebrities and reality stars and singers and shit like that, what make you think I cannot call out my favorite blogger when he or she could be wrong about something? Like I said, very unbiased commentary. I feel like that's what I pride myself on being, is someone that gives unbiased commentary. Okay, so y'all gonna see that. So in the words of Armon Wiggins, y'all already know how he do when he get ready to give you guys a legendary show. He be saying, "Get in here, get in here, get in here." Okay, you know that's what he be saying. You know, I'll be sitting up there watching. I'll be tickled. I be getting my life when he say that. Get in here, get in here. It's time for a legendary show. Okay, period. But anyways, we're about to go ahead and get into it, y'all. So first things first, I had no idea that they was going to do this in person. I had no idea that they was going to do this in person at all. I was very surprised that they did it in person. Okay, so that was the first thing, because you know a lot of us, you know, since StreamYard has been available, and you know not only StreamYard, but what is it? Not Zeus, Zoom and other streaming platforms where we don't have to be in the same room with each other to do a collaboration with each other. We all have been accustomed to that and just doing it from our own personal spaces. But it's different when you're close up and personal in each other's spaces, saying things to each other that you probably never would have, that some of the things that y'all have said about one another on screen. You feel what I'm saying? Like by yourselves. You feel what I mean? So that's the first thing. And she had her shades on the whole time, looking like she coming straight from the Not Gonna Cry video by Mary J. Blige, sitting up there with the shades on. But according to her on Twitter, because, you know, I don't follow her on Twitter, but I see a lot of her tweets being, you know, retweeted on my timeline. And she was saying some shit like, I think she said, I forgot what she said. I don't know if she was high or what, but she ain't want nobody to see her eyes. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I just know it looked like she just came out the set like 11 years out of my life. That's what it came across when I seen her sitting up there talking to Armon. Okay, so it starts off with the Tory Lanez case. Okay, so they pretty much go into like the biggest thing that's been going on with Milagro, aka Mob Radio. Okay. She was talking about going viral during the case and the things that people were saying about her, like, you know, taking pictures of her, you know, photos of her in her dress or the way she was built and shaped or whatever happened. Everybody had some things to say about it or gave some commentary about it, right? So a lot of people I saw it now. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of kikied at some of the shit because it was funny. Some of the shit that people were saying, it was funny as hell to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't got no dog in this fight. I ain't got no kibble or bit in this dog fight. However, the shit was fucking funny. I can't lie. Some of the shit that they were saying was funny. But they were dogging her. They was talking about the way she looked, how she was dressing going into court, how they felt like, you know, she was being ignored by Tory and all this other stuff. Like, and I feel like she knows that at this point she is getting a lot of traction from this. And I don't really think that she takes it that personally, but she feels like the only time people really want to rock with you, you know what I mean, it's only when, you know, they really want to rock with you when you say only when you say stuff that they like or that they find pleasing to their ears. Like, you know, and I understood what she was saying with that, because I feel the same way sometimes on my own platform. You know, they like you, they love you until you say something that they don't agree with. So I could definitely feel her on that period. Okay, I definitely can feel. Is that Mary Jane TV? Yes, honey. Shout out to Mary Jane TV. Shout out to Mary Jane TV. I be seeing her in my analytics. Okay, I be seeing her in my analytics all the time. She's amazing. She's amazeballs. Okay, like straight up. So I be seeing her in my analytics. We share some of the same subscribers with her 71K looking ass. Okay, so shout out to Mary Jane TV Creation with her 71K looking ass. Okay, shout out to her. You know, I always want to shout out all the bloggers and everybody that do the same shit I do. Shout out to you, girl, and it's an honor to have your 71K looking ass in my chat. Okay, but yeah, so just like Star said, I think she understands that what understands the controversy of it all. I think she knows that it's controversial, and she says a lot of things that are controversial. And some people sit around and they hate watch her. Now I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not subscribed to Milagro's platform because I don't like everything she says. Okay, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't like everything that she fucking says, so therefore I don't hate watch her shit. However, sometimes I may, peek in a little bit. And I said, let me see what Milagro gonna say. Let me see what my radio gonna say. Let me peek through the window and see what she's talking about. You feel what I'm saying? I be doing that, but thank you for the super sticker, Mary Jane TV. Thank you. But at the same point in time, I mean, you gotta respect what she do. I don't have to like everything that she do, but I respect what she do because look at where it's getting her. She's all up in MSNBC being recognized for whatever reason. So it is what it is. So I listen to her here and there, but I prefer my Armon and my Storm Monroe and stuff like that, So yes, Mrs. Parker. Yes, I do have an open mind. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, whether or not I like what you say or not, I will sit back and I'll listen to you from here and there and I'll make up my mind. But it is what it is. I'm all for it. I'm not subscribed to Mob Radio either. However, I do check out her podcast. Like, there's some things that I listen to her here and there a lot of the times because I respect her and what she got going on. I may not agree with everything, but I respect it either way. You feel what I'm saying? So then if we get into the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion stuff, right? So she says that she hates that something happened to Megan. She said, I don't like the fact that something happened to her, but I don't think that things went the way that she said it did. Now, one could argue that it comes across like you were victim blaming her in a lot of your commentary. Because like I said, I may not listen all the time, but I've listened to you here and there. And a lot of the times when I've listened to you, it used to come across like it was a personal thing. Like you really hated that girl. You feel what I'm saying? Like you really hated that girl. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it used to come across when I would listen to it. I'm like, what the fuck is her problem, girl? Like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, why she going in on her so hard like that? Blah, blah, blah. Because even with me, like, I had to calm down on my Portia commentary because on the outside looking in, people really believe that I hated that girl or whatever. You know what I mean? People really thought I hated that girl. Like I had like such a hard dick for her when I really didn't. If it was hard, it was for Dennis. But other than that, they really thought that it was this. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that. I'm just giving my commentary based off of what I see with my own two eyes. You feel what I'm saying? So no, it was nothing like that at all. So I had to calm down because I don't want nobody thinking that I hate her or anything like that. So I had to dial it down. That's just the way I decided to do it. Mob Radio, well, Milagro really didn't care about what people had to say about what she did. So she kept on doing it the way she wanted to do it. And as an independent, blogger or whatever, that's what we got to do. Okay. So then, let's see, Tory paying her. But see, I'm not going to say that Tory paying her. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of the times when we do ride for certain people, that's the first thing that people want to say is that we're getting paid. With me, when I interviewed Candy and after I interviewed Candy and I was giving my commentary and I would, lean over to her side of things, it's Candy paying you. And the only reason why you defended her is because she gave you an interview. That's the only reason why. And that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Because at the end of the day, I would still call her out. Like that's one of the reasons why I got the interview in the first place, because I was dragging the shit out of her when I was looking at Candy in the game. I drugged the hell out of her about that damn, what is it, that damn generator shit. I drugged the hell out of her over that. And she seen the shit and she laughed at it. So it's not always we getting bought by somebody. So yeah. I'm not gonna say that he paying her. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. So when they was talking about the Tory shooting, Armon said to her face that he believes that he did it. She don't think that he did it. Based off of whatever the evidence was or however the trial even went, that's why she don't believe that he did it. And that's her right to believe that. That's her right to believe that. But I believe that he did it. I've always believed that he did it. But then when it came down to the case and the way it was running, at one point in time, we really didn't know who did what. We didn't know if Tori did it. We didn't know if Kelsey did it. We didn't know if Casper fucking did it. We didn't know who the fuck did it. So at that point, nah. You feel what I'm saying? None of us really knew what was going on. None of us really knew what the happenings was. So at the end of it all, if she believes that Tori didn't do it, that's her right to believe it. Now, do I agree with the shit? Hell no. But that's her opinion. You feel what I'm saying? That's her opinion. So I definitely believe that he did it, but the trial just took us into so many different situations and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really mad at her about that, period. I'm not mad at her about it at all, because the whole thing was confusing and everybody was lying and everybody was sitting their ass up there like telling half truths and doing this and doing that. So I mean, at the end of it all, nah, we didn't know who did it. But I'm going to tell you like this. I still believe that Tori did. That's why I don't give a fuck about the verdict. Like, at all, period. Let me see. Even if he was found not guilty, I still would have believed exactly. I even said it. I said, no matter how this case runs, I still think he did it. I don't give a fuck. I still think he did. That's me, in my opinion. So then the conversation about whether or not Milagro hates Black women or not. Because that's another thing that I've seen. I've seen a lot of people feel like she does hate Black women, like Megan Thee Stallion, or people that's not affiliated with Nicki Minaj, in so many words. A lot of people do feel like she hates Black women. I would say this, what my opinion was by listening to it. And like I said, this is unbiased. This is my raw opinion. This ain't no slight to neither party, because they both doing their damn thing and they both doing bigger things than my ass is, okay? But I'm going to say this. Listening to her, I did feel as though she was male identified. I would definitely say that. Just by listening to the little bit of her that I did listen to, I used to feel like she was male identified. Like, it would always come across like she was taking a male side in the situation. With the Tory thing, in the Kenneth Petty situation, it came across to me like she male identified. Like, you ready to, discount another woman's story instead of giving it a chance and giving it the benefit of the doubt. You're going to automatically ride over there to the man side. That was my personal thoughts at times when I would listen to her, right? Is that fair to say? Because I'm telling you guys, I'm not being shady at all when I'm saying this. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is all unbiased, but I got to keep it real when I'm talking about this shit. Like, I'm not trying to upset nobody or think it's coming across like it's being shady or anything like that. But I got to keep it real. That was my thoughts on her at the beginning. I definitely felt like she was a male-identified Black woman, because a lot of male-identified women talk about, say things in the way that she did. Because I think there was another case with those women that was, assaulted by some man or something like that. I don't even remember what the person's name was, but she went after the victims because she really believed that man didn't do it, and come to find out he did it. So it was certain instances that I felt like she was male identified at times. Never disrespected her craft. Constantly respected her and her opinion, but I'm like, nah, bro, like, nah, I don't like the way this sounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't like the way this sounds. Like, I feel like you should at least give the woman the benefit of the doubt. At least wait for the case to come out. At least wait to see what everything is going to come across, how everything will come across. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking as a listener. I'm taking myself as a up and coming blogger out of it and putting myself in as a listener and saying that's how I took it as a listener. You feel what I'm saying? So then Armon asked her, do you want to fuck Tori? She said, no, I think he's handsome. He said, do you like Tori? I like his music. Girl, you do? The only song I know is, do you want to do more than just say it? Saying I do it. You want to know how? That's one song I know. So okay. She feels like that's a shallow accusation. whenever you have some form of loyalty to a person, or whenever you ride with someone, the first thing they want to say is you want to fuck them. You want to suck them off. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to be with them. You got a crush on them. That's a very shallow thing to say. I agree. I definitely agree with her on that. I do think that is shallow. I do think that just because you favor someone or you riding on a team with someone, that don't automatically mean that you want to get some. I could disagree and not be on your team and still want to get some. Because that's just the type of nigga I am. But I'm just keeping it real, keeping it a buck with you. Like, no. That's how I feel. So I did think that was shallow. I agree with her on that. She said at one point in time, she did support Megan Thee Stallion. You know, Megan is from Houston. At first she said, is she really from San Antonio? Because blah, blah, blah. But she's from Houston. She was at the college that she went to. Like, she was supporting her. She was doing this. She was doing that. So she was definitely, you know, riding for Megan when she first came out. Now, I don't know when that was, because I didn't really come across, like I said, I listened to I listened to Mob Radio on and off throughout the year. So there may be some things that I missed. And I know that Mrs. Parker is a moderator for Milagro. So she could tell me herself in the comments that, you know, she probably did support Megan. If she did, I'd never heard it because I would listen to it here and there. You feel what I'm saying? So then also, they were saying that Megan was boasting shots at Milagro in one of her raps. When he said shots fired, I thought he was talking about the record that she did on her Good News album, when she was talking about the whole you know, she was dissing Kelsey and Tori on Good News on the song Shots Fired, but it wasn't Shots Fired that he was talking about. He was talking about NDA. And when I heard NDA this past summer, when her album first came out, I immediately thought that she was taking shots at Milagro, my damn self. I was at work, and I was just like, I was listening to it, and I was just like, and then I said, ooh, that bitch talking about Milagro. She talking about my radio. She busting shots at my radio. That's what I thought. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. That's exactly what I thought. And then but Milagro said that she thought that she was talking about her and Not Nice when she says, you got roaches in your crib, sharing snacks with your kids. Go and post this. I didn't think about Milagro when she said that on Not Nice. I didn't think about her when she said that. But she could have been talking about her. Like, Milagro, as you said, is you sharing snacks with your kids? Ain't nothing wrong with sharing snacks with your kids. Shit, me and my mama finna share these when it's over with. So ain't nothing wrong with sharing snacks with your kids, child. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with sharing snacks with your kids. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because, baby, listen, I'm going to share these with my mama. I'm definitely going to, ain't nothing wrong with sharing snacks with your kids, baby. I'm going to share these with my mama and this too, honey. Okay? I'm going to do all that. And I'm going to share these too once I open them up. Okay? Period. I'm just saying, I just want you to know, ain't nothing wrong with sharing snacks with your kids, okay? So she was talking about you, Milagro. Don't take it personal. I'm a damn fool. My ass just say anything. Oh my goodness. Like, y'all gotta, listen, look, if y'all just not tuning into my channel, listen, this is just what I do. So don't take it personal, okay? Please don't take it personal. Like, this is just what I do. Listen, that's just what I do. So don't take it personal. But yeah, I definitely felt like, I definitely felt like NDA was about Milagro. I definitely felt like it was about Milagro, period. So let's see, what else is next? So Armon called her out for being biased. He said that he feels like she's biased. He feels like she's delusional. He feels like all that about her. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this. Oh, it's something else. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm going to share these with my mama, too. You see that? I'm going to share that with my mama, too. Period. I forgot about those. I forgot all about those. But anyway, yeah, he said he feel like that she biased and all of that good stuff, right? So then I felt the same way. The same way that I felt like she was a little male identified in a sense. I felt like she was biased too. And I still feel like she's a little biased. That doesn't take away from my respect for her as a she don't like to be called a blogger, as a cultural commentator. I do feel like she's biased. I do think that when she rocks with somebody, she rocks with them and she doesn't hold them accountable sometimes. I definitely feel that way. I feel like she doesn't hold her favorites accountable. I think that whenever they do something, she gonna ride with them regardless. If Nikki does something fucked up, she ain't gonna never say nothing wrong about Nikki. She ain't gonna never call her out on nothing because she has that connection to her. And I feel like when it was Tory, she didn't have nothing negative to say about him, regardless of the bullshit that he did. So when it comes down to her being biased, I do agree with Armon about her being biased, because I definitely feel like she is. As a person that prides himself on being unbiased or trying his best to be unbiased, I do think that she can be biased as fuck sometimes. And even Miss Parker, she even said in the comments, she admits that she is very biased. So, I mean, if she admitted it, then nobody can get mad with me for saying it, but that's just my opinion, you know? After he says that he does give her props for evoking the conversations that we're having right now in regards to this whole case with her, well, with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. I will give her credit for that as well. Regardless of what I think about the tweets she's made, the comments that she's made, I do feel as though she is evoking conversation. As a person that is, as someone that's doing what we're doing right now, the whole thing is we're supposed to entertain you, but not only do we supposed to entertain you, we're supposed to evoke conversation. We're supposed to talk about things that people don't really want to talk about, the taboo things and things of that nature. And some of us entertains differently than others. You know, you have some people that do what I do, you know, just be cool, calm, collective, you know, being who I am. But then you got some people that's overtly messy. You have some people that's over the top, flamboyant, all of that good stuff. Some people like that. Some people don't. Some people like this, what I do, because there's a lot of people that like, no matter what people say about me, there's a lot of people that fucks with what the fuck I do, regardless of what other people got to say about it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's our job to both entertain and evoke certain conversations and talk about things that some people may not be willing to discuss. So I can definitely give her props on that. Regardless if I feel like she's biased or she can be a tad bit male identified, she does have that voice to invoke conversation and get people to talk. Because that's exactly what she's been doing during this entire case. So I can definitely side with Armon on that. She is doing that. You feel what I mean? She is. So now we're getting to the point of we're trying to figure out, where did Milagro and Armon go wrong? And that was something that I've always wanted to know, because I never knew what really happened between them. I never knew what really happened. I never ever figured it out. Because I came across Armon like in 2018, 2019, somewhere around that time. And that was because I think House of Aaron was doing videos about him and all this other stuff. So I definitely agree. I definitely, did not know how the hell we got to this point between them two. So Armon called Milagro out for painting a narrative about him that states that he hates want women, and that he calls her out. Oh shit, I'm taking it back. Oh my god. He called her out for painting a narrative that he hates women and that he felt like she was very mouthy on the internet. Now, that narrative about him hating women is still out there. Even as a person that's a huge fan of his platform and watches his damn near every fucking video he touches and puts out, that narrative is out. That's still out there. I don't know I don't know if Milagro started that narrative or not, but that narrative is still out there. Okay. And then not only that, he said that she also filed a police report against him as well. So that's another thing that had them at odds with one another. You feel what I'm saying? So then after that, she said, well, for me, it all started when you disrespected OG. So when she said that, I'm like, there it is. I'll never forget it. I think that's around the time I had first started really tuning in to Armon during that whole Basketball Wives controversy, right? Because y'all know I'm the Basketball Wives review guru in the sense I've been reviewing it for years, and that's one of my highest rated reviews and shit. And I had gotten so much momentum off that season at that time. And he called OG a monkey. He called her ugly and all that other disparaging ass shit. And as a person that was getting into him, I thought that was completely disrespectful. And I didn't like it. And I didn't agree with that. And I just felt like, it wasn't right for him to do that. So that was one thing that I agreed with Milagro on, because that had never said well with me. And y'all know I love Armon. Y'all know this. But I just could not get down with that. OG is a monkey. OG is ugly. OG is this. Now here's my thing. Somebody is unattractive to somebody. Okay? Where it's some people out there that may think I'm the most handsome thing in the world, but then there are some people that think that I'm ugly as hell and that I look like a turtle by the face. There's some people that don't think I'm cute, and that's okay. Some people I don't think cute either. But y'all don't never hear me saying it like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So if he felt like she was unattractive, okay, that's his business. But it is what it is, okay? I didn't say it was about OG. I'm just telling you what she said. I didn't really say it was about OG. She just flat out said that she didn't. Well, maybe I think I did say it started with OG. I don't think it started with OG. I think that she was saying that she didn't like what he said about OG. So let me take that back. So, because listen, y'all like to correct folks. So let me take that back. But she did say that was one of the things that she didn't like about him, was what he said about OG. And that's a lot of the things that a lot of folks were saying. Because I remember him getting a whole lot of heat from that whole OG situation. He got a lot of heat from it. A lot of, he wasn't the only one who got heat from it. Because he got heat from it. Funky Dineva got heat from it. A lot of them got heat from it. And they was looking at all black gay men as we were, because a lot of black gay men was treating OG and just dragging her looks and shit like that. Like they were doing that. It was only so few of us that was coming to her aid. It was people like myself, or it was people like Rodney the Voice. It was people like Giving You the Real Tea. It was people like us that was out of the gay male figures that was actually looking at OG and was not saying that she was ugly and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that the problem with what he said about OG is, I feel like had he just flat out said, I think she's unattractive. I don't think she's cute like that. I don't think she's the most I don't think she's the most cute girl in the world. He probably would have gotten away with it. Now, as terrible as that sounds, because that's not even the best way to put it either. But people probably would have took more to that versus she looked like a fucking monkey. You know what I mean? I think that's where you lost people at when you started saying she looked like a damn monkey. At that point, it's like, okay, bro, you're doing too much now. You ain't got to call the girl a fucking monkey now. Like, that ain't even necessary. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. Trust me, I get it. And I definitely understand that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's probably where it all came from. And he was unapologetic about calling her a monkey. And then he even said, you know, he even stood by what he said. Like, and that's another thing. One thing about Armon, if he meant what he said, he meant what the fuck he said. And he's not going to take it back. He stood on what he said. And I feel like that's what he felt like. You know, my thing is, he said that it wasn't a colorism thing for him. It was just more so of him, you know, it's more so of him feeling like she wasn't cute, or he felt like she wasn't a victim because she quote unquote slept with Evelyn's man and then decided to throw it up. Now, Armon, that shit did not happen. OG and Chad never slept together. Now, that's where he lost me with that part. Because I'm like, look, man, like, if we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. But that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. She did not sleep with Chad. Chad was trying to fuck with her while he was with Evelyn. That's what happened. And with Evelyn calling her ugly and all this other shit, she decided to say, well, your man wanted me. Your man wanted me. That's why she threw it in the air. Because her man did want her. You calling me ugly, but yet your man thought I was fine. Your man thought I looked good. So it is what it is. So you can call, you know, if you feel like she's unattractive, cool. But calling her a monkey was a bit extreme, because that ties into not only colorism, but it ties into racism as well. It ties into both things. You can't say that to a dark-skinned black woman without somebody thinking you're being on a racial side and then on a colorist side as well. It ties into two different things, and that's the reason why people didn't want, you know. That's why people wasn't really here for it like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you could have handled it in a different way. And also, you also got to know, just like you just said, you know, the women fuck with you. Millie got a gay audience. You got a female audience. Some things that us gay men say may offend the woman that's watching us. I'm not saying that we got to pander to them and not say what we want to say to keep from offending them, but that's the price you pay when you got a mainly a female audience that's tuning into your shit. That's just the truth. You feel what I'm saying? If they offended, they're not gonna fuck with you like that no more. And that's just the truth. We can't get mad about it because they're women, and if they feel like the women is being disrespected, then they're gonna tune out. It's happened to me before. Many times, especially doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, that shit happened. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the shit happened. So I had to think about it. Like, even if I don't mean no harm, if a woman feel disrespected, then she just feel disrespected. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, just because you say something about somebody that's a dark-skinned woman, that does not make you a colorist. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes people could say, if I don't like a person, I'm a colorist. You feel what I'm saying? Or if I don't agree with this, no, that doesn't make you a colorist. But let me do this. I get tired of this narrative that if you say something about a dark-skinned woman's looks, then you're automatically colorist. I don't think that that's what it is. It depends on what you say. If you're saying someone looks like a monkey or a chimp or a rat or something like that, that's colorist. That's colorist. Because dark-skinned people are not the only ones that people may find unattractive. There's some unattractive light-skinned people. There's some unattractive brown-skinned people. There's some people, you know what I mean? So I just think it's the way you do it, because dark-skinned black people are one of the oppressed people in our culture. They are. Dark-skinned people are looked at as unattractive sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? They do people do treat dark-skinned women differently than they treat the lighter-skinned person. There is light-skinned privilege. You can get away with things because you're a light-skinned person. Dark-skinned people don't. They get called ugly. They get called this. They get called that. So It doesn't make you colorist, but at the same time, it's just like every time a white person says something about somebody black, does that mean that they're racist? I mean, it's going to be like that because of the history of it all. You got to be sensitive about it. You know what I'm saying? I know you're just posing a question. I'm just explaining to you why people feel the way that they do sometimes. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So if we can sit up here and know what the hell racism is, and we can pick up racism just like that when a YT person says something in regards to black people, and then we pick up on it, we say, oh, that's prejudice. We can pick that up. But when it comes down to a colorist thing, we don't want to pick it up. We don't want to pick it up. We want to dismiss it or denounce it and act like it doesn't exist when it actually does exist. Colorism exists. Colorism exists, period. That's it. Whether she was lying or not, it was still a fucked up colorist ass statement to make. Sorry. But you know, people did like we got to be real with one another here. There is a thing with colorism in the industry. Some people get better opportunities when they're light skinned. When they're dark skinned, some people get passed. Like, sometimes you wonder why certain artists were able to get success, but other artists aren't. You like look at LMA and look at Seven Streeter. I feel like Seven Streeter outsings LMA, and I feel like she makes better music than LMA. But LMA was the one with all the success. Seven had minor success. I feel like if Seven song booed up, wouldn't nobody give a damn. And what's the difference between them two? She dark skinned, she light skinned. Feel what I'm saying? So yeah. But it just goes back to what I'm telling you. They turned on him due to the fact of what he said about a black woman, a Nigerian woman at that. So yeah. Milagro, no. So then he told a story about how an ex-friend who was a female treated him, right? Like I said, a lot of people, it's true to me. There's a lot of people that feel as though he got a problem with women. He stated that in the past he had a friend that he did a lot for. Put groceries in her house, all types of things. He took a shower at her house. And after he got out the shower, she like Cloroxed it, did all types of things like I'm sick or something. And he felt the way about it. And he said that's how some of these women really feel about us as gay men. They, you know, they look at us like we're nasty or whatever. Like, you know, they whatever. And some women do, not all, some do. And even Milagro said that she feels like sometimes women treat black gay men like accessories sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the gay friend, I'm the gay cousin, I'm the gay best friend, I'm the gay stylist, I'm the gay. When gay doesn't really, it doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I am. And I feel like that's the reason why he got such strong thoughts in regards to women and how they treat gay men, because of the way that he was treated. And a lot of the times, I just felt like that person that did that to Armon just wasn't a real friend to him. You know, I don't think that he should take that out on all black women and feel like all black women ain't shit and that they all semi-homophobic and they all secretly detest black gay men. I don't think he should do that, because everybody ain't like that. Because a lot of my friends are straight women, and they don't treat me like that. They never treated me like that. They never treated me like an accessory or nothing like that. And I felt bad for him when that happened, because I can only imagine you being a friend to somebody and you doing all this great stuff for them, and then they turn around and then they treat you like that, like, oh, I gotta this bag was in my shower, let me clean this off, let me do this, let me do that, because you do know that if you get into an argument with some women, the first thing that they're gonna say is that you sick and that you got AIDS and HIV, you need to go get checked and all this other shit. They'll say that because it happened to me. It's a stigma. Every time somebody gay, you get into an argument with them, that's the first thing they want to throw up is some HIV shit, as if they can't catch it. The fuck? It's just complete ignorance altogether. Like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, girl, are you serious? Like, that was some fucked up ass shit to do. It was fucked up. And I don't think that we should be treated like accessories. Treat me like a goddamn person. Don't treat me like a hanger in your goddamn closet. Treat me like a fucking human being, okay? Yes, I'm Scotty. I'm funny. I'm entertaining, even though some people don't think I am. And I do my thug thizzle. And I'm a YouTuber. And I do this and I do that. And I'm an amazing person. And I give a shit off my back to anybody. And I support everybody. And I want to see everybody fucking win, regardless if they want to see me win or not. That's who I am as a person. You feel what I'm saying? So he wasn't lying, but I don't want him to put all black people, all black women in that same box either. At all. I don't want nobody to do that. It ain't right. It ain't cool. It ain't right. It ain't none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, period. You're a shining star in this set. Yes, I am, honey. I am. And some people hate to see me shine, baby. They do. They do. They hate to see me shine. They hate to see me shine. Some people be, some people be in your orbit, and then they go to another orbit and be talking shit about you. I see it. Trust me. But it is what it is. So he said, hold on, wait a minute. I don't think he put all women in a box, but where was the understanding for him that they're... No, I understand what he's saying. I'm not saying that he put all of them in a box. I'm saying that I don't want him to do that, because it's going to come across that way to other people. I'm not saying that's what he did. I'm saying I don't want him to do that, because that's going to be the first thing that they say. If you get what I'm saying, that's going to be the first thing they say, is that he boxing in all women. But at the same time, they can't box in all black gay men either. We can also talk about that. Wait a minute. Your production skills are top notch. You create some really good shows. Who was wrong? Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Some people do box in all gay men too. They think that we're all misogynistic. They think that we all say the same dumbass shit that some black gay men say. I look at some gay men and hear some of the bullshit that they say, and I be like, I hope folks don't think I act like that. I hope folks don't think that I think the way that they think, because I don't think like that. I'm a very open-minded person. Very open-minded. So I don't think that way at all. I don't no. Like, I don't want nobody to ever put me in a box where they feel like I'm misogynistic and I'm all this other bullshit and I got misogynistic values and I'm and all this. Like, no, because a lot of the times I side with women a whole lot. I really do side with the women a whole lot on things. That's one thing you can say about me, is that I do side with women a lot. And then exactly. Exactly. And that's crazy when it's some straight black men who disrespect black women, not gay men. That idea was like that's another thing. They do allow straight black men to disrespect them a lot. But when it's us, we get held accountable, but they can still sleep and fuck and get pregnant by the same black man that disrespected them. But we are crucified when we say the wrong thing. It's, we want to be you. We jealous because we ain't you. I don't want to be y'all. I don't want to be y'all. Y'all, it's salute the black woman, because y'all deal with a whole lot. So I don't want to be y'all. I would gladly get up out my seat and grab my dick and walk out. I am fine with who I am. Trust me. No, I don't want them damn issues at all. I love that Not milligrams. I love that Milagro girl. She's pretty as fuck, articulate and smart. When she softens up around the edges, she's going to be unstoppable. Most definitely. Oh no, I saw the difference between you and others, and I still rock with you 10 years down, 11th year on the way. Thank you. Right. I don't always agree with other gay men. They would still be just like cis hetero men are still men at the end of the day. Exactly. True indeed. These ratchet TV shows and think you can address all gays the same. My nephew would correct you real quick if you call him girl. Exactly, because I don't like to be called girl at all. Don't call me girl. Please don't. Jamar called me girl. I could take that, but please don't call me girl. That ain't me. Don't call me girl. Period. Don't call me that. Okay. So Milagro says, do people want her and Armon to be cool and work together? Right? And she said, she saw there was positivity. There were some people that were happy about them working together, but then there were some people that just wasn't here for them working together. There were some people that had some negative things to say about it. And I'm not surprised because I saw it too. I will say this, when I first heard about them working together and doing something together, I was definitely surprised by that. Like, with all the shit talking that they did about each other, I was very surprised by that. But I was very interested in seeing what they do together because they are big names in this YouTube thing. They are the new media. They are where a lot of us trying to get to. You know what I mean? They are in certain rooms that a lot of us want to be in. So you feel what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't want them to be in the same room or wanted them to work together only because they like the drama and they like the mess and they want to continue to divide certain people. They want to continue to do that. And I don't understand why people can't grow and move on and do work together. Like, the beef between them really wasn't that serious at all. It wasn't. It was easy for them to come back from. Because at this point, I would love to see a collab with Armon and Unwind with Tasha K. That would be epic. Amazing even. That's something that everybody would tune in for. Because of the history and the fact that they are big names. They bring a lot of people to the room. They do. So Armon and Tasha K doing something together, everybody go crazy about that. That'll be something that we all would want to see. Milagro, I want to see Milagro and Tasha K do something. They don't like each other too much either, but I would love to see it. Everybody would tune in for it. They're two heavy hitters. I want to see the Wiley Show and Armon do something. They don't like each other like that. I want to see the Wiley Show and what's her name? And Milagro, because they don't like Armon or Milagro. They don't really care for Wiley like that. And he be shading them down. But I would like to see them do something. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. It will be something that everybody would be anticipating. So I don't see anything wrong with people that had issues already, come together and do something. If Foxy Brown and Lil Kim did a versus battle, the internet would break. The internet would break. If Nicki and Cardi B did a versus, the internet would break. You know what I mean? It would break. Everybody be tuning into that. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody will be tuning into that. Everybody want to see that. So it's just like, yeah, everybody can work together. Everybody can do something together. Everybody can get money together. Don't y'all see me working with so many different people? I collab with so many people. I'm a collaborative content creator. I don't mind working with anyone. Now, sometimes I know at this point, I have to pick and choose what I want to do. And it has to make sense in order for me to do it. Most definitely at this point, it has to make sense. I can't just work with just anybody. I have to make sure that it makes sense with what I'm doing, of course. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with collaborating and doing things with somebody. that you probably had an issue with. You know what I mean? Unless it's unrepairable and you can't do it and you can't really be in the same room with these people and you can't do that. Like, I understand it. But if you can, get on up and do what you got to do. Because I really feel like, but I know this would never happen, but I feel like if Funky Dineva and Michelle Brown came together and did something together, came up on the video together, everybody would tune in because they know the history. And they're going to be interested and they're going to be wanting to see how this is going to work. Are they going to fight? Are they going to argue? Are they going to have a mature conversation? What's going to happen? I'm pretty sure, and I go on a limb and put myself in this. I'm pretty sure from the people that watched me from way back when, if I did something with King of Reeds, and everybody know that we used to be friends and we are no longer friends. I ain't been friends in over 6 years now. We ain't been friends in years. I'm pretty sure that if I said I was doing something with him, I ain't gonna say King of Reeds because I don't know King of Reeds, I know Justin J. If I said something about doing something with Justin J, people would tune in for that shit. They'll want to see it. People still ask me about him. Which I can't stand that, but people still ask me about him. If I did something with him, people would want to tune in, and people would want to see what we're doing because we used to be friends. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes down to that, when they see a history with people and when they see people that used to be cool and they see people that have similar personalities and they see them working together or whatever, then you feel what I'm saying? They want to see that. They want to see that energy. They want to see that. They want to see, people come together. You know what I mean? Even Lovely T and Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? So, and you see that? You see what I'm saying? They said, I miss those days. You two were funny. See what I'm saying? People would want to see that. People would want to see that. So I don't see nothing wrong with Milagro and Armon, like putting all their past differences and disagreements aside to come together and do something together. What about you and Adrian? Me and Adrian already did something. He came on the prelude with me and Jamar back in May, I believe. So if you want to go see that, go to the playlist and it's in there. Me, Jamar, and Adrian, we already did a collaboration already. So y'all should go see that if you want to. Me and Adrian are actually good now. We talked and we met in person. Me, Jamar, and Adrian hung out together, had lunch together this past April. Then we turned around and worked together. Like we did, we good. Had a good time together. So, let's see. Please stop at Tasha K because she loves no one. How is it cringy? This is my opinion. Ain't nobody saying they got to do a mentorship with the lady. Ain't nobody saying that they got to go to her house. All I said was people would want to see them do a video together. See, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like you're missing the point here. This is what I mean by people don't understand the growth and maturity about things. It's all about what people would want to see. Like, I get you don't like her and you don't like her actions and all this other stuff, but I'm talking about working on content together. One video talking about whatever, talking about the relationship between her and that person or whatever. That's something that people would want to see. That's something that's exciting out of the box because they know people don't really fuck with her like that. That's something out of the box. I don't understand why you can't see what I'm saying. I don't understand how this fucking cringy. Like, I don't understand it, but okay. Let me move on. But it just goes back to what I just said. Armon and Milagro are doing a good thing by working together. Okay? They are big. They're big YouTubers. They're big YouTubers. They do their thug thizzle. Look at King Payne. Shit, look at King Payne. Hell, him and Wiley had problems and they did an interview together one time and everybody was looking at that. So it's, you know what I'm saying? That's what people want to see. They want to see some shit that they probably wouldn't think that they would ever see. It's just that simple. How you doing, King Payne? All right, so then after that, they go into the whole Team Cardi or Team Nicki thing. And Armon said that it never started off that way. He started off pretty much being Team Nicki. I'm a big Nicki fan. I don't really rock Cardi like that. And then Milagro was like, I drug Nicki. I said this about her, but I really loved Cardi B or whatever, right? So Milagro admitted that she was once a fan of Cardi B. And when she said that, I was like, you couldn't have fooled me, bitch. I was like, you couldn't have fooled me. The way you drag her ass, you couldn't have fooled me. You was a fan, girl. You couldn't have fooled me, but okay. So she said when she saw her on Love and Hip Hop New York, because I didn't even know that Milagro even did reviews on reality shows like what I do. I never knew that she did that. So that was a very interesting fact. This interview brought me a lot of clarity to some of the things that both Armon and my radio actually did, because I never knew that she was even doing reviews on TV shows like that. Never knew that. But she said she was reviewing like Love and Hip Hop, and Cardi B was on there and she was rooting for her. She said the thing that turned her off to Cardi B was when she threw the shoe and attacked the black girl. What was her name? Her name was Asia, I think. The girl that Swift was dating. Her and her sister jumped on the girl on the stage, and she felt some type of way about that. And that's when a lot of women, black women per se, didn't like Cardi B no more after she did that. I saw the change then. I saw the tides turning even then. So I get what she's saying. I see what she's saying with that. She says that Cardi B doesn't accept accountability. She feels like she doesn't, do what she's supposed to do. She feels like Cardi B owes an apology to all black women for the things that she said, calling people a roach, saying this, saying that. And I can agree with Milagro when it comes down to that. Because as a Latino woman, you don't need to be calling nobody no roach. You don't want nobody to call you no speak. Don't call me no fucking roach. Okay, it's just that simple. You don't do that. You don't do that. Like, you don't fuck with nobody like that. Thank you. You don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool to call nobody no roach. Like, how would you feel if I called your ass a speak or Taco Tuesday or something? You wouldn't like that. So nah, bruh. Nah, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's not cool to do. So now, I ain't really vibing with that one. So I do understand that. I ain't like that either. Milagro says she ain't got nothing to gain by, coming for Cardi. She ain't got nothing to gain by that. That's just how she feels about it. I'm guessing her passion about it makes people feel like she's obsessed with Cardi B. And she says that it looks like I'm obsessed. It looks like, this and that, but I feel like it's just my opinion. But because I'm always talking about Cardi B, it looks like an obsession. You know what I mean? But Cardi B trends. That's something that she does. And now, I'm going to talk about it because she's trending. Like, that's what we do. We talk about trending topics. We do this all the time. So it's just like, it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then she said they asked her, Armon asked, could Milagro be at a neutral ground with Cardi B, right? And she said that she can like Cardi. No, she basically, in so many words, even though she didn't say it, she basically can't be on a neutral ground. They was asked, can Milagro say she liked both Cardi and Nicki? She said, well, nobody can compare to the queen, but I could say some positive things about Cardi if she just owns up and takes accountability. I guess that's fair. I mean, I guess that's fair. I guess. So then Armon said, as a man with a sister, I would rather my sister date Offset than her dating Kenneth Petty. I can't say that he didn't have a point, and I can't say that he lied. Because guess what? Offset is a dog. He cheated on Cardi and all that other shit. But I would tell you, I would rather her date a cheating ass nigga than somebody that got the background that Kenneth Petty got. I would definitely tell you. I would definitely tell you that. Ain't neither one of them. If I have to pick between the lesser of two evils, I would pick Offset before I pick Kenneth Petty. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being real with you. I would definitely pick Offset over Kenny Petty. If I had to pick between two trash ass individuals, I would have to pick Offset. I'm just being real. Milagro then applauds Nikki for standing beside Kenneth regardless of the stuff that he did. That's when I'm like, see, this is the biased shit that everybody be talking about. This is the shit that people be pissed off at her ass about. Because I don't see how you could think that shit right there is okay with her standing by him. That's nothing. I just feel like that ain't nothing to really praise. Everybody a lot of women standing by trash ass men that they're with. Like, she don't get no props for that. The man assaulted somebody years ago and tried to say that he didn't do it, and then you standing by your man, but you got yourself involved, and now you looking like a RAPE apologist in a sense. So I don't understand why. I didn't understand why Milagro was bigging that up and upping that up. You feel what I'm saying? Like that part, I couldn't personally get with that. I couldn't get with that at all. I'm like, girl, please. Like, girl, you can't do that. Because I feel like this now. If that was Megan, if that was Cardi going up for some RAPE-ist, you will not be here for that. Let's not do that. Like, it's okay to like somebody, but call out the bullshit as you see it. And as y'all can see, y'all know for yourselves, I love me some Armon Wiggins, and I want to collab with him one day. But you see, the things that I didn't agree with, I called him out on it. And it wasn't no disrespect. I don't really know. I'm not really that big of a fan of Milagro, but at the same time, I agree with her on some things and I disagree with her on some things. Like, I disagree now. And it's nothing wrong with just calling it out for what it is. It was some bullshit that Nikki did what she did. She could have stood by her man, but silently. Because it don't look right. It just don't look right. And you're dismissing some a victim's claims about being assaulted. That doesn't look right to me. So her best bet was to just attend court with the man, do what she do, but she didn't have to speak out and say the girl was lying. She didn't have to say shit, if that's the case. That's how I feel. So I couldn't really get with that. I couldn't get with that at all. No. Milagro said that she doesn't hate Cardi. You couldn't have fooled me, girl. It looked like it, but you said you don't hate her, so okay. Now, when it came down to it, Milagro asked Armon, did you feel some type of way, and did your opinion change after Nikki unfollowed him? Armon admitted that he did feel some kind of way about Nikki unfollowing him. And he also said that caused him to change his feelings about her. Now, I think a lot of people took that and ran with it without really going into the context of what he actually was trying to say in regards to this. His opinion about her changed because he felt like when it comes down to Nikki, long as you are up her ass, long as you are eating 10 yards of shit out of it, long as you are singing her praises all the time, she's going to fuck with you. But the moment you disagree with something, and the moment you speak on something that you're not here for like that, she don't want to fuck with you no more. She only wants you to sing her praises. She only wants you to big her up. She don't want no constructive criticism. And that's what I got from that. I didn't get, well, she unfollowed me, so I'm finna be a brat and disrespect her and talk about her like a dog. I never got that from him. I never got that from Armon. Never in my life long as I've been watching him, I never got that from him. I always felt like it was a bigger picture to that. I always felt like because he said something that she ain't like, and you know what I mean. Soon as he says something that she didn't like, she decides that okay, I'm gonna unfollow you. I don't want to fuck with you. And for me, if I can't be real with you, I don't need your follow. Like, I don't need your acknowledgement. I don't need that if I can't be honest about myself. If I can't hold you to the carpet like I hold everybody else to the carpet. That's bullshit to me. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't hold you to the carpet, I don't need that from you. Like, I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I definitely don't agree with some of the things he said about her family and stuff like that, but I definitely understood what he said with this. And then he also admitted he felt some kind of way about Nikki not supporting him and all of that. Now, this was the much more interesting part of the conversation to me. Sometimes as YouTubers or bloggers, or as Milagro would call it, cultural commentators, we get to a space where we're doing our thug fizzle, we're getting noticed, we're getting numbers, we're getting people that really like us, we are gaining some form of influence, we're working, we're growing, people of certain statures are recognizing us, and at this point, we feel like we are entitled to certain things. And in my opinion, Armon felt like with all the stuff that he did, and she followed him, and with all the stuff that he did and how he worked his ass off to get to where he is, and she gives other people opportunities, but doesn't really give him the opportunities. You got people, you didn't even put me on Queen Radio. You put Tasha K on Queen Radio. You put this person on Queen Radio. There's no reason why Milagro wasn't on Queen Radio. There's no reason why Milagro you didn't do this for Milagro. You didn't do that for Milagro. You didn't do this for me, or you didn't do this for Milagro. You had all these people, and he said he respects Cardi B because of what she has done for him and the things that she has. She's shared this song. She's had him at parties, all of that. Here's my thing with that. Because to the average person or people that's watching, because I don't want to say average because I don't want to come across like it's a diss. People may look at that and may think that Armon is being entitled. And it does feel that way. As a fan, it feels that way. But I'm going to say this. This is just me, right? This is just me. I've been recognized by the Candy Birds. I got a chance to interview her. That was a dream of mine. I got a chance to interview her. Don Juan likes me. Her girl Jamie likes me. They all like me. Her team likes me. But at the same time, I don't feel like they need to do anything for me. I don't feel like they need to share any of my videos if they don't want to. I don't feel like they need to give me tickets to a show for free. I can pay for it myself. I don't feel like they need to do anything for me because I appreciate what they've already done for me. They sent me a care package from the Candy and the Gang. They did that earlier this year. They granted me with the interview with Candy. They did what they needed to do for me. I don't feel like they need to do nothing for me. I appreciate Candy for showing me and Jamar love for doing that interview. I appreciate Candy for the comment that she left under one of my community wall posts. I appreciate her for doing that. I appreciate her for sharing the interview so everybody can see it. I appreciate that. I'm appreciative of the little things that I get from people. I don't really I never want, because sometimes when I'm in conversation with people, people be like, well, you cool with this person and you work with Candy and Don Juan like you and y'all this stuff. I don't go to Don Juan asking him for nothing. Why would I do that? I don't go to Jamie asking her for nothing. I don't do that. Because I don't want to come across like I'm entitled to their time. I'm entitled for them to, like, they're entitled to do something. Like, I don't feel like they need to do nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate everything they've ever done. I appreciate it. I appreciate even being considered to be a part of the YouTube tour that Candy did. You know what I mean? I'm appreciative of it. But that's the far as it goes. I don't feel no type of way about nothing else. They gave me an opportunity that I've always wanted, and I took it and I ran with it. I appreciate what they did. You know what I mean? I didn't say that that's what he said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I already knew somebody was going to take it like that. That's not what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. I appreciate what they've done. You feel what I'm saying? So even it, I don't know. I'm just grateful for whatever I receive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful for that. Armon has worked his ass off. He's been in the trenches. He climbed up. And there was a lot of people that did not want to see him make it. You feel what I'm saying? And he made it. And he got to where he wanted to be by himself. He got it out the mud. You know, he's rubbing elbows with people that a lot of us wanna do it, wanna rub elbows with. But I feel like with Armon, I think that his feelings were hurt simply because he was a big fan of Nicki Minaj and he really rolled for her. And the moment he said something that she didn't like, she unfollowed him. You know what I mean? And was ignoring him and stuff like that when he wanted to be on Queen Radio. This is why I have this complex thing about not wanting to be close to these people that we call reality stars or celebs. That's why I feel like that, because I don't want my feelings hurt. I don't. Like, for example, Latrice is my friend. Latrice from Bill Collective is my friend. She ain't my best friend, but she's my friend. She's a friend of mine. But I don't sit up and call her trying to get no exclusives or anything like that. Hell, the bitch just like my picture on Instagram today. On the verified person that like my damn picture. Like, that's my girl. And because I knew her before the goddamn show. But I tread lightly with that because I never want nobody to feel like because you got on, that means you need to put me on. Like, I don't sit up there and be like, hey girl, you should do it. Can I do a scene with you for Belle? Like, I don't do that. I don't need it. If she asks me to do it, yeah, I'll do it. But nah. Like, I'd probably make a joke and be like, girl, you need to talk to Carlos, girl, and see if I could be backstage, be at the reunion, child. I want to see that. I'd probably say something like that, but I don't be meaning that shit, and she know I don't. If it ever happens for me, it fucking happens. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't never want to, I don't want that for myself. Because at one point in time, it's just like when you get there, people going to expect you to do this and do that. And it's just like, no, because I'm not going to do shit that I don't want to do just to appease somebody else. That's not what it is. But also, Nicki, I feel like she probably did big him up, just like FAH said. She probably did big him up only for him to not get the opportunity that she may have promised him to get. And that could be some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, don't tell me you're going to do something for me and then your ass turn around and don't do a damn thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be bigging me up and buttering me up, making me feel like I'm finna get a goddamn opportunity and then I don't get shit. That's not cool to do to somebody. It's not. But I just feel as though no one has to do anything for me. And when Milagro said, I feel like Nicki don't owe me shit, I agree. Candy don't owe me shit. Candy didn't have to give me no interview. She didn't. But she gave me one. I will always love her for giving me that opportunity. She didn't have to give me shit. Don Juan them didn't have to send me no care package from Candy in the Game. They didn't have to do that, but they did it. And I worked hard to get what I got. So that's why I see it. That's why I feel the way that I do. I can't tell nobody else how they're supposed to feel. I can't tell nobody what goes on and all that. I can't do that because I feel you. But at the same time, and I understand where Armon coming from. He probably feel like, bitch, I've been doing my thing. You didn't follow me. You recognize me. You're going to get me here. You're going to get me there. Because he feel like you got T.S. Madison up here. You got Tasha K up here. I'm not going to lie to you. It's human nature to be like, you got these bras up here. You got Tasha K up here. You got T.S. Madison up here. You got this person up here. But what about me? Why are you not giving me the opportunity? And I do just as much as they do. So why am I not getting an opportunity? That's human nature to feel that way. But the reality is, they don't have to, she didn't have to get, just like she didn't have to give you one, she ain't had to get them shit either. That's just the reality of it. Scotty, would you have felt the way if Candy gave all those YouTubers an interview and didn't give you one? Absolutely not. Why would I feel away? Why would I hate on the next person? Why would I hate on the next person for getting, and I ain't saying that that's what he doing, but why would I be mad about the next person getting an opportunity? It probably wasn't my time. It probably wasn't my time. I wanted to interview Melody. I want to interview her. But she chose the people she chose to interview with. And I supported Chef Dun Dun when he got his interview with Melody. I was happy for him when he got that interview with Melody. Why? Because that was a big thing for him. Why would I not do that? I was happy for Anthony Lofties when he got his interview with Kiki. Why wouldn't I be happy for him? I have no reason to be mad. I'm afforded opportunities just like everybody else is. So I'm not going to feel no way about shit because they don't have to do shit for me. That only means I got to keep working my ass off so I can get what I want to get. That's just the nature of this shit. You just got to work your ass off and keep it pushing. There's some people that have worked their ass off in this industry, done shit, everything under the sun, and they still don't get recognized, bro. They still don't get recognized. They still don't get recognized. It took Monica years to get recognized at Soul Train Awards. She always been slept on for years. Her and Brandy both been slept on for years, but it took them, as they're not in their prime anymore, to receive something. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, and I did not start getting no flowers or getting no shine until now, until 2 years ago. And it's an uphill battle sometimes, but I've been on here for 12 years and I'm just now starting to get in the ring with everybody else. It wasn't my time, but it's my time now. And that is the truth. That's the way we got to look at things. We got to look at it like that sometimes. It may be disappointing when you love somebody and they acknowledge you and they show you love for a split second, but they showing most of the love to everybody else, and you feel like you should be up there with them. It's okay to feel like you should be up there with him. You should feel that way. You should always feel like you should have more going on. You should, because Armon is a great. I do feel like that. Armon does his thing. Armon inspires me to get in the ring and do more. I'm doing a lot more than I did in the past. Those of you who've been watching me for years, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all have been watching me for years, and y'all know that this is the most I've done in all the years I've been on here. So he inspires me to go after the shit that I want. I was watching him interview all them damn people off that Bobby I Love You show, and I certainly felt like he should have did their reunion. Who else could have done it but him? Who else could have done it but him? But it may not be his time right now, regardless of what he did and how well it was received when he interviewed all them damn people out that show. It probably wasn't his time. Sometimes, no matter where we at, we gotta realize that it ain't our time for certain things. Sometimes it's just not our time, and you still gotta continue to work through your shit. Because I could have given up on YouTube a long goddamn time ago. My ass stayed stuck at 15,000 subscribers for about 2 or 3 years. And when 2019 came and OG drug Evelyn into that damn bush, that's when my ass started getting some damn shine and getting up in my numbers. And when I got out of that bad situation right before the pandemic, my ass was on point and moving on. And I've been elevating every single year. And this here is my biggest year ever. And I came at the end of this year with 3 big interviews and 2 fucking Boss Babe Award nominations. Bitch, I did it. And can't nobody take that from me. And also, can't nobody say that they made me. No one can say that they made me. No one can say that they put me on. I did it by my damn self. With the support of other YouTubers that was doing the same thing that I was doing. But I did it all by myself. Sometimes we don't get what we want when we want to get it, but it's going to happen when it needs to happen. So what I want for Armon to know is whether or not you get those opportunities that you want right then and there, the fact of the matter is you will get there because you are great. You good. You fire. You inspire people like me to do the things that you do, to be just like you, to be in the rooms that you get to be in. So don't ever feel like you need somebody to give you an opportunity for any fucking thing, because you can create your own damn opportunities. You can create your own opportunities. You can create them for yourself. Fuck Nikki. You don't need her. You didn't need her to get your 100K. You didn't need her to get your plaque. You didn't need her to be with Diddy. You didn't need her to do none of that. You did it on your own. So therefore, fuck that. You got it. And that's all that fucking matters. You got it. The same thing could go for Milagro. We can sit up here and say, well, Nikki didn't get her no interview. We can say Nikki didn't do this. So the fuck what? So what? She doing it on her own. We might not agree with some of the shit she do sometimes, but she's doing it on her own. We got to think about the fact that we don't need people to carry us all the time. But from what he said, he's an older child. He's the leader in a lot of his situations. He's the leader in his friendships. He's the leader in this. So he wants somebody to lead him sometimes. I understand that. Because in my household, I'm the oldest. Out of my mother's 3 kids, I'm the oldest. Out of my dad's 6 kids, I'm the second oldest. And even though I'm not the oldest on my dad's side, I'm the second oldest, I'm still the leader. Everybody come to me for shit. So I understand where he's coming from with that. I understand sometimes you get so tired of leading and the world be on your shoulders when you lead sometimes. And you want somebody, you want to be led too. You want to look up to somebody else because everybody looks up to you. Everybody wants you to, everybody wants to be like you. You want to be like somebody else. You want to look up to somebody else. You want to give somebody else their flowers. You want to learn from somebody else because everybody else is trying to learn from you and you still got shit to learn. So I understand that. I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. Being the oldest, being the leader, all that stuff can be a bit challenging sometimes because you feel like you got to present yourself in a certain light because people are looking up to you. You just, like Star said, you just want a mentor. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having a mentor because even when you said you've had mentors in the past, like Jason Lee and Tasha K, and the shit didn't work out for you. The shit didn't work out for you because of the way that they treated you. And I feel like that's a part of his problem. He's always looked up to the wrong people, always surrounded himself with the wrong people, and they bit him in his ass at the end. That's why he feels the way that he does, and that's why he, don't fuck with people like that. Create opportunities for other people. The same, because like I said, there's opportunities that I never got, but I try to give them to somebody else. Start your own movement. Ain't no wrong with that. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about it. And this is coming from a person that really really like him and really support his platform. Whether I agree with anything that he says or not, I support his platform. Everybody know that. I say it all the time. I give him his flowers all the time. And my thing is, instead of, there's people out there that's giving you your flowers and you don't even know it. There's people that's riding for you or want to see you win and you don't even know it. You got to understand that. Don't focus on the people that don't want to see you make it or don't want to see you grow. Focus on the people that want to see you grow. Focus on the people that want to see you make it and want to see you rise to the top. You feel what I'm saying? So no, focus on the people that really want to see you rock. Focus on the people that really, really, really like you and want to see you succeed. Because that's what I do. I care not about what a bitch got to say about me on my fucking platform. Because trust and believe me, they talk. People talk about me. People sit up there and talk about my shit. People call me boring. People say all types of shit about me. I pay it and take it in stride. Everybody's not going to understand what I do over here, and everybody ain't going to like what I do over here. What people also got to understand is this right here. I am a person that has matured. I'm not the same 21-year-old I was when I first got on here. I'm a grown ass 33-year-old ass man with a whole lot of ambition and a whole lot of dreams and a whole lot of things that I'm trying to do. So I'm not going to be the same person that I used to be. It's called being polished. I still got a lot of things to work on. I'm not polished yet, but I still got some things to work on myself. I got things that I got to change too. I be mad at Lipstick Alley about some of the shit that they say. And then when I go back and I look at some of the things that they said about me, bitch, they was telling the damn truth. Sometimes I can repeat myself sometimes. Sometimes I can get all off topic and veer off the subject sometimes. I can do that. Sometimes that constructive criticism is actually fucking needed sometimes. I may not want to hear it because my ass is stubborn as hell, but I hear you and I'm going to change it. These are the same people that's watching you. So, hold on, wait a minute. Hasn't Armon basically become a YouTube star in like 2 or 3 years? Sometimes you don't have to struggle for when you don't have to struggle for something, you feel entitled. That's another thing. He actually... He came up very fast. He came up quickly. Whereas people like me, it took me a long time to catch on. It took me a long time to catch on. To the point where I thought people wasn't feeling me. People didn't. I used to wonder why I wasn't catching on or whatever. But I had to realize it's the aesthetic. It's some things that I need to do to switch it up so people can really understand what's going on. I gotta look more presentable. I can't come on camera with wife beaters on all the time with a comb stuck in my head and give commentary and think somebody gonna take me seriously. I can't come on camera with a fucked up ass camera and background and think somebody gonna take me seriously. I can't come on camera with my damn smoke alarm beeping in the background the entire time and think that people gonna take me seriously. They're not. Girl, what he said about me a few years ago, girl. I can't do that. I had to take notice of myself and really realize that if I don't switch it up, if I don't evolve, I'm never going to go nowhere. And that's just the facts. Armon has evolved a whole lot. Milagro is evolving every day. That's the only way you can grow is by evolving. Period. And since they brought him up again, as much as I may not deal with Justin J like that these days. We ain't friends. We don't talk at all. But he was somebody else, regardless of what the relationship turned out to be. I looked up to him too. That's one of the reasons why I was hurt as fuck when our friendship ended. Because not only was he like a good friend of mine and like a big brother, but he was an inspiration. Because we started off together and he took off so fast, and I wanted to learn from him. So it's like he evolved, and he's a different person these days. Now I don't watch his commentary, like I don't do all that, and I don't follow him on that. But I know that I see clips, and he's not the same person he was the last time I spoke to him. So I could say that. So again, as you can see, I'm not a hater. I don't have to fuck with you to tell to say that they're doing their thing. I'm not a hater. And I really feel like that's why I am where I'm at now. No matter what, I'm never gonna hate on nobody. Period. That's how I feel. Oh, I know you was pissed, girl. but at least you can say I don't never say nothing negative about him over here. I don't. When I bring up his name, I make it clear that we don't fuck with each other, but I still say something nice about him and still give him his credit where it's due. Because he's done a lot of great things. So I can't take that from him. I was happy as fuck for him when he got his Lil Nas X interview. I was happy for him. That was a big thing. I was happy for him, and I did feel like I was like, it sucks. I can't even go over there and congratulate him and comment and say, hey, congrats, guy, on what you got going on. I can't even do that. But from afar, I can say it on my own platform for the people can hear it, and I'll be like, yeah, you got the Lil Nas X interview. That is so big. Like, I can say that from afar. I don't have to go on his platform and say it. I can say it from afar. So it is what it is. I'm not a hater. So it just goes. So it's just mentorship is a tricky ass thing. It just is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what people's real intentions are with you. You don't know that. And you don't know if they're trying to use you or whatever for their own personal gain, or if they really want to help you or not. We have seen so many mentee and mentor relationships fall apart over the last couple of years that it don't make no sense. So you just never know sometimes. You just never know. And all I could say is, as a content creator, it is what it is. I just I just see things in a different way. You know what I mean? And I can see things from all sides. So yeah, Armon, you got it. Milagro, you got it. Now, girl, I don't agree with half the shit you say, but you got it. And it's nothing that no one can take from you, neither you nor Armon. No one can really take what you got from you at all. And you know what? Speaking of him, like Jeremy, for example, we're growing a relationship. But if Jeremy has any questions about YouTube, I always he comes to me and I give him the answers every time. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that at all. You were so nice to everyone, Scotty. I just would get upset if anyone said anything I deemed negative about you. If I like someone, I'm not gonna lie, I could be low-key biased about them. And I understand that. Most definitely. So we get to the last part, and he was saying, what is new media? And he was basically saying he's the new media. My radio is the new media. I think they said Chronicle Speaks. I think it's a lot of different people. And he's right. They are the new media. They are the big names. They're the people that everybody come to. You got Lovely T. You got Tasha K. You got him. You got Milagro. You got Chronicle Speaks. You got so many different people that are doing that Thug Thizzle as the new media. They're the one. Nick at Night. And I love Nick at Night. There's somebody else I don't agree with all the time. Like it's been many a times where I'll watch Nick at Night and I'll be like, girl. You know what I'm saying? But I like her. I do. But they're the new media. They were the one. It was good to see them at the courthouse. It was. And now I didn't like the fact that Armon was taking shots at the folks that clock in, because I clock in. Baby, I still got a 9 to 5 and do this all at the same time. Some of us still got to work We ain't that child over yet. Some of us still gotta have a day job. You feel what I'm saying? Then they started talking about the audio that was leaked with Armon and Nick at Night. Apparently, they got into an argument at the courthouse and stuff like that. But they touched on that and shit like that. So, but I think they got it together because they took a picture and shit. So I guess everything was smoothed out between Armon and Nick at Night or whatnot. I guess it was, but it may not have been that damn serious. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but. You're welcome, Jeremy. I don't know what happened with that, but you know, that's the thing. So, you know, but that was pretty much like the end of Armon and Mob Radio's interview. Like that interview went on for like 2 hours. I literally laid in bed and I sat there and I watched it and I took my notes. And I thoroughly enjoyed the interview. It was like I learned a lot more about Milagro. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my own thoughts about her, preconceived notion about her. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot more about her. Now, am I still in the spot where I don't agree with? As you can see, I didn't agree with a lot of the shit that was said in that interview that she said. You know what I mean? Like I didn't agree with it, but as you can see, I kept it very unbiased. You know, I didn't disrespect neither one of them. I told the truth. I held them both accountable for some of the things that they did and stuff like that. And I learned a lot about her and I learned a lot about Armon and things like that. It was good to have this and learn a lot from both of them. It was good to have that. It's good, you know, especially when you really, really rock with certain people and you want to know more than what's on the surface. You know, when you see Armon, all you see is get in here, get in here, get in here. It's a legendary show. Get in here. But you got to see a different side of him in this. You know, with Milagro, all you really hear is, bitch, shut the fuck up. That's the queen. Nikki's the goddamn queen up in this bitch. She, that bitch lying. Tori did not shoot her. Blah, 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 blah. But when you watch this interview, you see something different. It's a tad bit of likability that you probably didn't have for her at the very beginning. So, yeah. That's how I feel. Life is so crazy because you never know what life gives you. I went from watching Scotty on YouTube in high school to texting and featuring on this channel. It's all about drive and consistency and being honest and authentic with people. Thank you, Jeremy. Like, don't make me cry. Because listen, I'm going to close this thing out with this right here. Because we're almost at the 2-hour mark, and that's exactly how long I wanted this live to be. And I'm glad that Jeremy is in here and he's speaking because I want to tell y'all this. I appreciate the love that y'all give me, and I appreciate people like Jeremy, or I appreciate people like Chef Dun Dun, or I appreciate people like Josiah, you know, people like that, because they don't understand. I do those things for them that I do out of, you know, out of gratitude and the kindness of my heart and the things that, you know, I always wanted somebody to do for me. And because I really like them and I want to see them succeed. And that's why I do that. And just to see Jeremy say the shit that he's saying, people don't even realize the things that I go through. Like yesterday was Christmas morning. I woke up on Christmas morning in a dark space. I looked at that whole bottle of pills on my dresser and I wanted to swallow that whole damn bottle. That's just where I was. So if you notice me saying certain shit on Instagram and basically saying that I wanted to end it all, that's exactly how I felt. I wanted to end it yesterday. And I had to go to one of my friends. I went to one of my friends' house. I was going to everybody's house, like just putting on this space like I was just, you know, going, you know, like I wasn't even going through nothing. I was putting on this space, like entertaining everybody else and just, you know, just being there for everybody else, making everybody laugh on this holiday and stuff like that. And I was literally dead on the damn inside yesterday because I have a lot on my mind. A lot of revelations, a lot of things that I've experienced that I blocked out of my mind that I did not want to accept. And I accepted it. That except certain incidents that happened to me that I blocked out of my mind. So it is great when I see, because I even had a lot of my subscribers and shit, reaching out to me trying to, make sure that I was good and stuff like that. Like, I hadn't even talked to Jeremy about this shit, nor Josiah, nor Jamar, none of my friends, because I don't want to bring nobody down with me. Mental health is a bitch and it's hard. And I broke down and cried yesterday. I did the ugly cry yesterday. Depression is something serious, and I deal with it a lot. Y'all know I speak about it a lot. Depression is something. So I really appreciate everybody for what they bring to me. Like, I appreciate my subscribers, because y'all really been riding for me and rocking with me and all of the stuff that I've been able to do this year and stuff like that. Like, even with all of the things that goes on in my head, even with all the things that I've accomplished this year, all the people I was able to touch this year, sometimes I still feel like I ain't doing enough. Sometimes I still feel like I'm just not it. Y'all remind me that I am. So that's why I always say people don't understand the things that I do and the things that I go through sometimes. This is the reason why I don't pay attention to naysayers. This is the reason why I don't pay attention to the people that try so hard to, get reactions out of me, or to talk about me like a dog, and to say things that's unnecessary. I don't pay attention to that. I just feel like I'm a great person that's destined to do great things. And I always want to be that light to shine on everybody else. I really do. And I really love everybody. Like, Armon and oh God, I'm about to call him Milagro. Armon and Milagro are people that I watched, was inspired by, want to see myself in their spot, all that stuff. And I'm sitting up here talking about them. One day, I feel like this. I always look at things like this. One day I will do a collaboration with Armon. I did one with Storm. I did it with Candy. I did it. And I'm gonna tell you this too. No matter what people say, no matter what people do, don't let nobody take nothing from you. Don't let nobody take your dream from you. There's people out there that want you to fail. And just like Jeremy said, it's about being kind to people. You can be as kind as you want to people, and they will still drag you. And they don't even know you and who you are. There's fake ass supporters. I saw one of them in my chat today. I ain't say nothing. But they're there. So, yeah, I see it, and I'm really thankful. But everything else that I really want to say right now, I'm gonna save it for my live on Wednesday, because I don't know if y'all seen it, but I got a reflections live coming out on Wednesday. I'm going live on Wednesday night talking about, I'm gonna be reflecting on things that I've done this year. And I think Josiah may come up here with me. We're gonna shoot the shit and talk about all the things that we did this year. But I'm glad I saw that interview. It was pretty inspiring in a sense. You get to know these people on a different level and see all the things that they went through already and why they are who they are. And I know I probably didn't cover everything. I tried to cover as much as I could, but I did it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm still here. I did not swallow them damn pills. I'm here. And I'm going to make do with what I got on this earth and what I got in this life, and continue to strive to be the greatest person and the greatest content creator that I know that I can be. So I'm going to end this with shouting out these two people that we just talked about for the last 2 hours. I'm going to first start off with Milagro. I shout out to Milagro, aka My Radio, aka Millie. Shout out to her for doing this interview with Armon. It opened me up to looking at you in a different lens. I do have my opinions about you, and I said in this video. So I'm pretty sure that there's people up in here that's a part of the mob gang or whatever, and hopefully because they'll probably bring it back to you, and hopefully they bring it back to you the right way, because I ain't drag you, but I respect what you do, whether I agree with it or not. But I'm glad that you did this, because it gave me a different lens to look at you with. Because for a long time, I just thought that you was completely male identified and biased. That was my opinion of you. And I still think you biased. Don't get me wrong, I still think you biased fuck. But I respect you for doing you. So that's all I got with that. So shout out to Milagro for even doing this and getting past your issues with Armon enough to even do this interview. You feel what I'm saying? So they say it's not an interview, it's basically like a conversation. So you got past your issues with Armon enough to even do that. So, and that was great. That was good content, and it was enjoyable to watch. That's why I was able to do this that I'm doing. Now I'm also say shout out to Armon. You're one of my favorites. You are one of the people that I look to at this moment, because you are striving. You are in positions that I just dream to be in, and you doing your thing. I just don't want you to feel like, no matter what connections you make, you can be your own connection. And there's nothing wrong with being the leader. Sometimes being the leader in everything can be a little bit tiring. It can be a little bit challenging. It could be something that is very exhausting. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with it. Take it in stride and continue to keep on pushing. There are naysayers. There are people that want to see you fail. We know this already. There's some people that think you couldn't. There's some people that thought that you couldn't do it without them. But you did. And that within itself is good enough. So shout out to Armon and Milagro for doing that. Hopefully we see more collabs like that with people who have a shaky past with one another, but they can still come together and give us great content and give us something to talk about. You know what I mean? And hopefully one day I can get to exactly where they at. That's what I'm hoping. That's one of my dreams. And that's all I got on that. So with that being said, Scotty Gang, I enjoyed you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. For the new people that just subscribed to me, because there's a couple of people that have subscribed to me since this live has been on. Thank you guys for giving me a chance and an opportunity and subscribing to my platform. I definitely love it. You guys will love it here. We have a wonderful time. We're just like a big ass family over here at Scotty Gang. Okay, so shout out to you guys for that. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. That's all I really got on that. So with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like. Hopefully you've been liking it. Like, rate, subscribe to this channel. Also share this video. Share it on Twitter. Share it wherever you want to. Share this video. Do whatever you see fit. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok should be down below in the description box. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. And I'm going to leave you guys with 2 promos, one from Tramiel. Please do so. Please go on. Like, I've been promoting Tramiel music for the last couple of months now. I really want you guys, if you don't know who Tramiel is, Tramiel was on the web reality show G Status ATL Hustle, and he was also a guest star on Boys Night Out, I think 2 or 3 times this season. So go on and support my boy Tramiel. He got great music. Go on and support him. Support his project Mixed Feelings, and also support my co-host and my dear friend Jamar84 and his makeup project that will be the first promo that you see. With that being said, y'all, I'm out of here until the next one. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramiel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.